Hey guys, so here we are, the indomitable duo. Where are we, Ellie?
Najera?
Najera.
Or Najera?
Yeah,
I don't know how you pronounce a J in Spanish.
Yeah, Najera. So we had a great walk today. We did exactly 29.77 kilometres, so 30 kilometres give or take. And I have to say it was hard. We got up at... but actually, before I even talk about the walk, we stayed in this lovely hostel last night, and it cost, put in perspective, the hostel tonight cost you €6. The hostel last night cost us €23. And
Per person.
Yeah, and it's per person, yeah. And it's had a lovely wine bar and all this kind of stuff in it, and that might give you a sense of why we didn't like it. It was super comfortable, the beds were lovely and all that kind of good stuff, but it wasn't a Camino hostel. It was full of other ordinary people, and there was no sense of community. I really felt like I was in the wrong place. Very, very weird. So here tonight we're staying in this place, one big room, 50-something beds, and we really feel where we belong. Very strange. John Brady, if you're watching this, you're right. John's my friend who lives a couple doors up from me in Bannerrow. And he's telling me, pouring, hosteling, walking, meeting the people, this is the way, and I agree with them. So today we did almost 30k, and it was hard going because
the trail here is a very well built road, and it's not tarmacked, but it is a very compacted solid gravel, so there's not much give for your feet.
There's no give.
No, yeah.
Any farmer's home would be very happy to have that as a working road. So it was hard going, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, interestingly, the first 13k, we sort of flew through it. I couldn't believe it when we sat down to make our sandwich, and you told me we had 13k done. And that was great. And probably up to 20k or 25k was fine. But the last few k in, we found hard going on our feet, didn't we?
Yeah.
But there was a man with a fridge.
There was. And a donativo box. So donations from pilgrims. So you can take water, oranges, beers, I think, non-alcoholics.
Yeah. And I had a sorbet, a cone, a beautiful lemon sorbet, ice cream cone. Oh, sorbet cone was wonderful. Anyway, we got here and we queued up with everybody. We got here about, 1 o'clock?
Yeah, a little after.
Yeah, and we queued up with everybody here and met a few old friends who had also taken breaks along the way. It's sort of funny as you move along, isn't it? You stop for a day and people move ahead of you, and then you don't see them for a few days, and then they stop and you catch up with them again. So that was sort of nice. And so we checked in, and we went out and had our shower, the usual. Went out and had some dinner. And we actually had a nice dinner.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, a nice little sort of a casual restaurant down the road.
Yeah.
Ellie had, for a change, he had a vegetarian pizza with no mozzarella. And I had...
Before waiting, when I asked, he's like, sin cheese, sin mozzarella. I was like, no,
Yeah.
you want pizza with no cheese.
Yeah. But lots of courgette.
Yes.
So we had a nice dinner, and I sat there, and Ellie went off to some bumming around. And
there's a cool monastery here, which I got to see, which we'll walk past tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So it was really nice.
Yeah, and I just read the paper and I did some work. The iPad's working out well. I took a call just as we sat down, and then did a proposal for a training program for 17 people up in Donegal, and came back, did the proposal and shot it off there a minute ago, and answered my emails or whatever. It's sort of interesting. The iPad's working well, the iPad mini. It's not a laptop, okay? I mean, it's just not a laptop. So working things like Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, whatever is tough. But it allows me to run the business, so I'm very pleased with that.
Good.
I wouldn't be walking this Camino without it. So stats, Ellie, give me some stats.
As of today, we've done 197 kilometres.
Okay, so we're just shy of 200k.
Yeah, we'll hit 200k before 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah, that's it. We have 200k before 7 a.m. tomorrow, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
We had an elevation of 400
and 50-ish.
Yeah, 450 meters.
Yeah.
And a descent of
350, 400.
350, 400, that was it.
Yeah.
Interestingly, our total walk took us 7.5 hours. No, 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours. But our walking time, and this is what was interesting, is we're really burning it up. I'm trying to slow down, and I said to Eddie today I was going to slow down because I'm a runner. That's the difference. I keep wanting to go faster, and of course this is not about going faster. This is about getting to the end. And so I said to Eddie, I promise I'm going to slow down today. And I thought I'd really slow down, and then Eddie told me we were doing what?
10 minutes and 20 per kilometre.
10 minutes 20 per kilometre, carrying our rucksack. I mean, that's burning it. There are people who don't run a 10 minute 20 per kilometre. So I'm really trying to slow down because at the end of the day, then you're knackered. You really feel it. Your feet are sore and whatever. So we're trying to slow down, but we're walking fast.
Yeah.
Like we pass by everybody basically.
Yeah. But then you stop and you have your 20-minute coffee break and they all pass you out.
And everybody passes you out again. And you pass them 2 or 3 times during the day.
So, you know.
But it was a lovely day. It was supposed to rain, and I felt a few drops of rain there a few minutes ago. It's exactly 7 o'clock here, our time, or 7:05, which is about 6 o'clock at home. And I felt a couple of drops of rain, but no sign of rain. It was supposed to rain all afternoon, and I wanted to get here before the rain, but never came. I never came the day before either. It was supposed to rain. And tomorrow's supposed to rain all day, but I've now no confidence it'll rain at all.
Yeah, we'll see.
But that's probably good, because they say that the earth, the soil here.
Oh, it's very clay.
Yeah.
It's that red rioja, like clay, very gooey, sticky.
Yeah, gooey is the word. I think when it gets wet, it's like you stick to it and you lift your shoe up, and well, half the stuff comes with you. So, have we anything else to report, Ellie, on today?
Not really.
Not really. A good day.
Yeah, it was a good day.
Our plan going forward is sort of something like this. Okay, we're going to try and recover a couple of days over the next 2 or 3 weeks, so that we get to Santiago and have time in Santiago. Still have a couple of rest days, a rest day a week, and still have a couple of days in Santiago. To do that, we're planning to. Today we walked 30k. Tomorrow we'll be doing 21 or whatever it is. And then the next day we'll try and do 30k again. And the following day do 20, 21, 22, whatever it is. The next day do 30 again, and so on. And see if we can't. So if we do 30, 3 days we've recovered a day's walk. So we've got a free day every 3 days. So if we can do that, we can probably recover 2 or 3 days or 4 days even between now and the end of the thing. So we have our rest days and we have a couple of days in Santiago.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know, it's fun to plan these things, but then life happens.
When everybody says to us, so are you going to Santiago? Our answer is always the same. We hope to.
Yeah.
But it's going great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going great. Yeah, very pleased the whole thing. It's great. So that's out of it. That's our update. Oh yeah, you may have noticed there was no update yesterday. We took the day off. So we stayed in Logrono.
Logrono. An extra day.
Yeah. And what do we think of it?
It's a nice town. Yeah.
Nice town.
Very walkable, especially on the weekends. I think they close a couple of the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got 2 streets of tapas bars.
Yeah.
And that was incredible. I mean, that was incredible. Like big, long, narrow streets and pedestrianised, packed with young people partying. It was actually. I keep saying to Ellie every time we come to town, where is everybody in this country? The towns are deserted, but obviously they're not deserted. They're just in particular areas. You have to go and find those areas. The church was magnificent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like it was Mum's birthday, so I went into the church to light a candle for her, but I couldn't light the candle because Mass was on. And then Ellie and I both said we'd come back when Mass wasn't on. The problem is Mass on at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Mass is on all the time. And there was nobody in the church for the Mass. Maybe 20 people. But and you should have seen the church though.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Absolutely incredible. Completely, as I said before, one other church, completely over the top. I mean, completely huge. I don't know how high the ceiling was. I don't know. 50, 100 feet. Huge. I mean, this is huge. Like, enormous and completely gilded in gold. I mean, you've never seen anything like it. I mean, absolutely spectacular. But we had a lovely day there. It was cool enough. We sat in the sun a lot of the time, just sat inside a cafe and chilled and whatever, and enjoyed our day of rest. We rested. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow evening, assuming we make it to tomorrow evening. Any last word?
No, it is starting to drizzle.
It's starting to rain. Okay,
So there you
guys,
go.
we'll talk to you. Bye.